Swift hunting.
When we last left off, I had to steal a ring back from the original owner that it was stolen from, just so that way I could give it to that racist Khajiit, and we're heading back to Breville so that way we can turn in this quest.
You have returned?
A Darji stolen ring.
Good work. You are truly an asset to the guild. I will make sure the Grey Fox himself hears about this.
Thieves Guild special job.
I have a small problem that you may be able to help with. The guild will even pay a reward. That buffoon, Hieronymus Lex, has invaded the Imperial City waterfront. Imperial watch guards from all over the city prowl the streets.
How bad is it?
Hieronymus Lex has vowed not to leave until the Grey Fox is in custody. The fox is safe, but the Thieves Guild cannot do business like this. The poor of the waterfront are kindred to the Grey Fox and will not betray him. However, cubs soon get hungry. Soon someone will break. Many guild members could be jailed. Find Methredil in the Imperial City. She is coordinating the guild's response. Shadow High.
I ended up getting updated for independent thievery for the quest. We just received the quest Misdirection, which lets us know that Skriva tells me that Hieronymus Lex, captain of the Imperial Watch, has pulled guards from all over the Imperial City to lock down the waterfront. He has vowed to remain there until someone rats out the Grey Fox. If I want to help, I have to find Methredil. She is hiding somewhere in the Imperial City. After fast traveling to the Imperial City, we gotta find ourselves a beggar.
I'm only asking for enough to feed me kids.
Methredil.
She is hiding in Denari Amnes's house over in the Talos Plaza district. She's one of the few that escaped when Lex invaded the waterfront. Blessings of Mystara upon you.
With more blessings from a homeless man, we head off to find Methredil.
Welcome to my hideout. It's good to see you.
Waterfront invasion?
These are foul times for us. Armand is under house arrest again. Our business in the waterfront is totally shut down. We need to get Hieronymus Lex to lift his siege.
What's your plan?
You and 4 other operatives will stage high-profile thefts all at the same time. Hopefully, that will force Lex to reassign the Watchmen. Your target is the Arcane University. We've had our eye on Hormir's staff for some time. Shadow hide you.
Really didn't mean to cut her off there. But if we're vigilant enough in Breville's private quarters on the east wing, we'll find a book labeled Song of Hormir. Hormir was called upon by the king of Evansnow to defeat 3 evil Dark Kings. The king of Eversnow has already sent Hormir's friend Darfang to try to fight these 3 kings already. Reporting back he has failed, Hormir cannot believe that, knowing that Darkfang is a very skilled swordsmith. The king then informs Hormir that Darfang actually did not fall in battle, but turned heel and started working with the Dark Kings. Hormir, not wanting to believe the king's words, then rides off to the land of night to where the kingdom of fear stands. When Hormir arrives, the 3 Dark Kings send out Darfang for them to fight. But unbeknownst to Hormir, he was not actually fighting his friend. For it was a shadow of his friend that he was having to fight with, being controlled by a hag. After Hormir ended up defeating the shadow Darfang, the hag ended up making a deal with him. The soul of thy boon companion is my plaything, but I will take thine in a trade, said the hag. Without hesitation, Hormir took the deal, the hag then releasing Darfang. Coming to the realization of what just happened, Darfang was about to take his own life, and Hormir stopped him before he could do so. Hormir told his friend to wait for him at the village banquet hall. For 10 days and nights, Hormir battled with the hag, we shall say. After this, we find Hormir and Darfang celebrating in the banquet halls, when the hag comes in after being woken up from her slumber. It is then revealed to us that the hag is actually the Daedra Lord of Nocturnal without her grey cowl. Hormir has stolen the mask, you see. He used it as a wagering tool for his soul. Nocturnal takes the deal, leaving Hormir and Darfang to live evermore. Now, one of the reasons why I told you this story is because I find it very interesting that this is probably one of the first remnants we see of the Thieves Guild being part of Nocturnal. And the reason for that is because we see Nocturnal using people for her own will in this story. And even though I don't agree with how Mercer Frey does his work, he did do what Hormir did in tricking Nocturnal with the Skeleton Key versus the Grey Cowl. I am going to point out a key difference between the two stories, though, is that Mercer Frey is going to live the rest of his afterlife with Nocturnal versus Hormir, who was able to bargain his way out. Now, entering the Mage's quarters with the Ice Staff, I see it right there on the table, but instead I'm going to find that Nair root first. Grabbing Horomir's staff now, I get the quest update saying I have Horomir's Ice Staff and all I need to do is leave the note in the nightstand. Heading over to the nightstand, we slip the note in, get a quest update saying that I've done so and I better get back to Methridol. Back here with Methridol now.
I'm glad you're here. We have work to do.
Horomir's Ice Staff.
You have the ice staff?
Yes, here it is.
Excellent. Yours is the last item on the list. Now, we just wait for the powers that be to pull the plug on Hieronymus Lex's siege.
What do we do while we wait?
Good question. I want you to spy on Hieronymus Lex. Make sure you stay close enough to overhear any conversations. Sooner or later, they will order him to return the guards to their original posts. When that happens, come and tell me. Shadow hide you.
All we need to do now is sit and wait and watch the windbag.
Begone, mortal! So, the mages send a foul Daedra to deliver a simple note when an honest footman would have done. How typical. All right, men. We've been ordered back to our posts. I smell the dirty hand of the Grey Fox behind this.
This is when we get the quest updated saying that Hieronymus Lex dropped a note. Walking over to the note, we can read it.
I'm rather busy.
Hieronymus Lex, your vendetta against the Grey Fox has cost the Arcane University dearly. You commandeered the guards patrolling our property. In their absence, someone stole a valuable artifact from the university. We demand that you return all guards to their post immediately. If you do not do this, we will be forced to bring the matters to the attention of your superiors.
Yes? I'm glad you're here. We have work to do.
Hieronymus Lex?
He's been ordered to evacuate. I have one last task for you. As a sign of good faith, the Thieves Guild needs to return Fromir's Ice Staff to the Arcane University. However, the wizards are not to be trusted. I'm sure they are watching for us to put it back where you got it. They would have no qualms about killing you once they had the Ice Staff back. Instead, I want you to put Fromir's Ice Staff into Ontis Vannin's safe chest. He keeps one in his home. Ontis is a former university researcher.
Then you pay me?
Greedy bastard, aren't you? I like that in a thief. You'll have to see Scriva about that. I'm just running the scam.
Shadow hide you.
In another case of reverse theft, we gotta put the Mage's staff in Ontis Vannin's chest. He is a retired battle mage from the Arcane University after spending 40 years there. He will claim to be completely useless and proud of it, but in official capacity he is still considered a researcher by the university because of all of the knowledge that he has over Horomir's Ice Staff. Approaching his residency, we can lockpick our way in. Making our way inside, we head up to the left where there is a staircase. At the top of the stairs there's a locked door and we pick that one. Entering his room, we can see Ontis sleeping on his bed. Turning right around the table, we can put the staff in the chest. I get the quest update that I've planted the ice staff in the chest of Ontis's bedroom. I should go see Scriva to collect my reward. Fast traveling to Breville, we can turn in the quest to Scriva.
Amuse sends his regards.
Hieronymus Lex?
Hieronymus Lex has left the waterfront? Well done. Methridel's report tells me that you have done well. You have earned your reward.
Thieves Guild special job.
I have need of a very special book, The Lost Histories of Tamriel. The cat burglar Theranos was sent hunting in Skingrad for this book. However, Theranos has not been seen since. The Grey Fox himself hunts for this. Help Theranos bring back this book. If Theranos is unwilling or unable, bring back the book.
Sounds interesting. I'll do it.
That is good. Go to Skingrad. The trail starts there. Shadow, hide the hunter.
This is when we get the update for Independent Thievery again. But the journal update we were actually looking for was Lost Histories. Scriba of the Thieves Guild has asked me to find out what happened to a thief named Theranos. He was sent to steal a book entitled Lost Histories of Tamriel from a wizard in the castle Scrivengar. My job is to recover the book. Scriva doesn't care if Theranos delivers it to her or I do. I'm getting 400 gold either way. Now, Theranos was a Breton thief, and he's a member of the Thieves Guild from our knowledge, so we just gotta go find the dude now. And this is where I'll leave you guys for now with our adventures. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.